Now then, YouTube, I hope you're all well. It's just a quick PSA video for the Go. Then we'll do the intro, and then we'll show you guys who's interested the progress on the Westfield. So tonight I'm just loading up some St. Bruno flake, which we all know and love, in this Dunhill, my favourite unfiltered pipe. One of the main reasons why I like it is because of its history. At some point somebody's repaired this pipe, I don't know if you can see, with an 18 karat gold band. You don't get repairs like that anymore. So I've had probably 3 people say that they're wanting to do a VR for the Go, and they're struggling on time. Normally I do the videos for 2 weeks. For some reason I said 7 days this time. So unless any of you guys choose to object, I'd like to keep the voting lines open for another 7 days. Give people a chance who want to. You'll have to let me know if you don't want me to do that, but I'm sure everybody will be fine. End of the day, it's only a bit of fun. And like I say, I'm sure I can find a few more prizes. So, after the intro, we'll get on to some progress on this Westfield. The problems we talked about, we're getting down them. I was saying I didn't paint any of the machine faces with the wrinkle paint, and then I was left with patches that were just going to rust. So I've treated them to some Amorite. This is just very dusty. I need to detail this engine and then get it covered up. There's not much point just yet though. So the problems we spoke about, one being the engine mounts was drilled in the wrong place. The solution for that is I've got some spare crossflow mounts with bigger plates and 2 holes. I don't know if you can see that. So they will get me into some nice fresh material. It's a shame I didn't know before, otherwise I'd have cut them off and put new plates on. So that solved that nice and easy. The alternator rubbing on here was solved today. I've been and fetched I think it's a 270L, 9.5mm pitch, 72 teeth instead of 76, which has nicely brought it back in line, like that. We've got about 12mm clearance, which brings me on to the next issue, which I'm going to sort out this evening. You guys will see this. This is a crossflow alternator bracket, which is supposed to bolt on there like that, which is nowhere near. So I'm going to hopefully modify that. What else? What other problems did we incur? This footwell panel. And if you can see there, let me turn my torch on, see if you can see better. Can you guys see that? No. Let's have a look. Turn the flash on. Let's have a look down here. Can you guys see that? That's the panel I've had to Look how dusty it is. Look at dust falling. It's under sheets. So I've had to modify the bell housing, as you know, to weld that plate on. This panel, what's missing is at the painters, so I can't show you that, but I've got a photo of it. I've modified it. The clutch pedal, I've had to move that slightly, but it is quite far over here, so we've still got about, this pedal is still 1.5 inches further back than standard, but it's not quite as far back as the brake and accelerator. They're 2 inches further back. So we're getting down the problems. I'm probably going to have to take the engine back out to fit that panel, but it's not the end of the world. It's literally a 15-minute job to take it out. What else? I think that's it. I think we're getting down the problems. This engine really needs a serious clean. Somebody in the past, this inlet didn't belong to this engine. I basically had a con man building the engine. He had it for nearly 4 years, and he basically just took all my money. And when I went to fetch the engine, when I found out where it was in a basement or a pub, lots of bits were missing. This inlet was one of them. So what I'm planning on doing with this is just getting it blasted, getting all the silver paint off, and having a nice blasted finish for an original look. These carbs, I'm not going to mess about polishing them, because it'll get left in the garage all winter, and if you were to polish them, you'd be forever polishing them. So I'm just going to give them a good, quick clean and probably polish the brass up a bit, and then that's that done. So I'm going to stop waffling, and I'm going to get this bracket made. We'll have a look at that and enjoy this dunhill. Stay tuned. I'm pleased to tell you that we're going to finish tonight on a positive note, because I've centralised the engine, and I'm fairly confident that the engine mounts are going to be okay with the new bases on. There, look. I've put my torch on, hopefully you'll see. There, look. And like I say, the back part of here somewhere, there, on the new brackets is 10mm longer, so it shall cover them holes. I've modified this alternator bracket. It's just a stock alternator bracket, but I've bent it there, shortened it, added a little bit of a twist on it. We've got nice bit of tension, and I don't know if you'll see it from this angle, we've got about 5mm clearance on that stay, but the engine mounts are very hard, so I can't see the engine moving. If it does, we'll have to further modify it, but I don't really want to put the engine any further that way. I can shorten the belt. I can go down another 2 teeth, but I'd prefer it if not. And I put a square off of there, up there, square that way, up there, and that is dead centre of the engine, the crank. and it's in the dead centre of the chassis. So hopefully that should do us. I really am pleased. I listened, oh hang on, got my minion on, to Sir G.A.W P.S.A himself, who said, we were talking about St Bruno many months ago, and he says, Bruno, it's one of them that grows on you. And I'm rare, because I wasn't too keen on it to start with. And yeah, it really does grow on you. It's a really nice blend. Probably overpriced here in the UK for what quality it is, really. You know, I think it's about £18 a pouch, which for an over-the-counter blend, it's very expensive. But what isn't in the UK? So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like I say, it's a quick one. Please speak up if you've got any problems with me extending the gore. And of course, until next time, keep it lit.